So over late December, January this year, I was on holidays here in Australia and I was able to go train at some different gyms, some awesome gyms as well. But I was commonly seeing these three mistakes performed. And it was just fascinating that no matter if I was in a different state or back home where I am, I was still seeing these common problems. So I thought, hey, let's make a video about it and address these three mistakes so that making sure that you don't make these mistakes in the future. Mistake number one, not knowing how to properly warm up your shoulders for your gym routine. Training upper body is a fan favorite amongst many athletes and regular gym goers. But when warming up, I've consistently seen this one exercise that is just wrong. It's a gym ick. It needs to be banned from all training facilities and everyone needs to know better. What is this exercise, you may ask? It's performing the shoulder external dumbbell rotation with the weight at your side, as you can see in the video. Remember, gravity works down, not side to side when using a free weight. If you were using a cable, this is a different story. What you think you are doing in this exercise is not what you're actually doing. So you're really actually just working your bicep. You're not actually getting those external rotators in your shoulder. So you just need to ban this exercise. It's not good. You're not doing what you think it is. You think you're getting a little bit of a movement and a nice little activation in that shoulder, but you're not. So here are the proper ways to perform this movement, and I've given you some extra ways that you can do this movement. So here they are. Alrighty, so now that you know how to properly do this movement, make sure that you never do it on the side ever again. It's a big common thing that people like to do in the gym. If you do see your buddy doing it or someone in the gym, just tell them, hey, that's not actually how you do the movement. These options that you have seen today are the proper ways to do it. So make sure that you're doing that dumbbell working with and against gravity, not just side to side when that's just not doing anything. Mistake number two, wearing a lifting belt for every single exercise you do in the gym. It's a strange world we live in where people think wearing a lifting belt is going to solve all their problems when lifting. It's not. We're wearing it so we can protect ourselves when lifting big, heavy loads around 85% and above of your 1 rep max for our, compound movements such as a squat, deadlift, or like a push press as well. People think wearing this lifting belt is going to help protect the lower back and engage their core more, when in fact, when you're not lifting these heavy loads, it's not going to really do you any benefit because you need to be able to create that abdominal pressure and that bracing ability yourself. You shouldn't rely on a lifting belt to do this for you. So when coaching our athletes, like I said, we're only using a lifting belt for around 85 or 90% of above our 1 rep max. And it's there to just aid the athlete and make sure that they're confident that they can lift this load. I've seen it many, many times where athletes haven't worn a lifting belt and able to get a really good 1 rep max or lift around 95% of their 1 rep max as well. So if you're training your core well and know how to activate your core and bracing ability is really switched on, then you don't need a lifting belt until you go up to those really, really heavy lifts or you're testing your max strength in the gym. If you do get a sore lower back when lifting, you need to reduce the weight. You need to focus on your form and technique. You need to be safe in the gym when lifting, and if your lifting form is bad, wearing a belt won't help and it won't protect you from that bad technique. So everything we do here at Elite Rugby SSE, we're emphasizing good lifting technique and slowly increasing the weight as you go on your journey here. Don't just wear a lifting belt because it's just like putting a, big roll of duct tape over a crack in the wall. It's not going to really do anything, alrighty? Only wear it when you are lifting some max heavy loads and you know how to use it properly as well. So again, I'm going to re-emphasize this point. Only use a belt when needed, heavy lifts only, and it's not something you wear all the time. Build your core strength up, because that's the belt you were born with. And that's the belt we have all the time for when lifting and doing stuff outside of the gym, but also when we're playing our sport as well. You can't wear a lifting belt when playing sport, so you need to be able to have good trunk integrity and have a strong, nice core to be able to use that when we play our sport. All right, we're just taking a break now because if you want to take your game to the next level and become a beast on the rugby field, join Elite Rugby S&C today. Visit our website now, which is just down below in the comments, and see all the options we provide. So make that good decision and join Elite Rugby S&C today. Alrighty, mistake number 3, and the last mistake I see commonly performed in the gym is athletes training like a bodybuilder. When you go to the gym, you sort of look around to see what's going on, especially if it's a new gym, and you see all kinds of people attending the gym, and it's fascinating to see. But I like to sort of just look around and seek out any athletes in the gym doing their training routine, because I'm really fascinated to see what you're doing in the gym. And when I do this, I can quickly see who's trying to improve their athletic performance, and then other people who think they're improving their athletic performance, but they're really not. They're training like a bodybuilder, or they're training like a power lifter. It's not always easy to spot, athletes out there, but it's pretty easy when they're wearing their training gear. So you might ask the question, well, what is training like an athlete? Well, training like an athlete is training to improve your athletic performance in your sport. Training like an athlete can look like, you're training whole body 2 to 3 times a week with an extra upper body session in there. It could look like you have an upper, lower, and whole body split. You're mainly using free weights. You're not using machine-based weights. You're working on those bilateral and unilateral. So, 2 limbs or 1 limb. A lot of unilateral work is predominant. And you're doing heaps of power and plyometric work, and also focusing on your speed as well. We're not in the gym to train muscle groups. That's not really our focus, where that's a massive focus for bodybuilders. We're there to train movement patterns, to be strong, to be powerful, and to be more robust in these movements as well. We do train muscles as accessory work, but it's not the main focus. We're not there just going in to do a chest day and doing like 30 sets, 100 reps for our chest. That's just not what we're trying to do when we're training like an athlete. We're trying to maximize our time in the gym so we can get the correct stimulus, but then able to recover as well. So an unpopular truth is powerlifters and bodybuilders aren't athletes. So don't train like them. They're not required to pass, kick, tackle, make decisions under high amounts of pressure, have to be well conditioned, fast, be able to change directions out on a field. So why train like one? You're there to maximize your time in the gym, like I said, train movements, train some body parts and muscles when required, training your calf muscles or, trying to get more activation out of the glutes. But you're there to maximize your time and have a proper training split. We can't spend all our time in the gym because you need to go out there on the training field and work on your craft and skills that are required from your sport. You may ask yourself, what training split should I do? So 2 great options that we provide athletes is training whole body twice a week with doing some upper body extras as well. Or you can go down the realm of doing an upper lower body split and then having a whole body split as well. But the big difference is, I would say, between training like an athlete than training like a bodybuilder and powerlifter is we're really trying to maximize our time in the gym. We're training speed, power, and doing a lot of plyometric work, when bodybuilders and powerlifters just don't need to do this work. So remember, train like an athlete. Make sure that you are training movements, you're maximizing your time in the gym, and you're also doing plenty of skill work during the week to make sure that you're the best athlete for your chosen sport. So thanks for tuning into another video here at Elite Rugby S&C. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure that you subscribe, like, and hit that alert button so you never miss a video here at Elite Rugby S&C.